Hi, welcome to TechCrunch, a place where we learn and earn technical skills in the most efficient way. Let's make coding fun. HTML tutorial, HTML table and lists. So in this session, we are going to learn all about HTML table and list tag. So far in HTML, we have seen the header part and the footer part and the HTML tag. Inside it, we have header, head tag. Inside head we have title tag, which will be displayed at the top of the web page, and when we close the header we can start our body tag. Inside the head we have to have other kind of tags also, which is linked to your body or your HTML web page, like style tag and many more. Now when we start making a web application or web page, we organized or provide the structure of the information we are going to publish in our web page. That is going inside the body tag. Now inside the body tag, we are providing the content in a proper form. So there are so many ways you can provide the content. We have seen the paragraph, font style, and many other ways. Now when we have to put it in a tabular form or any kind of organized order or unordered type of list, we use table tag and list tag. Now as you can see, for table we have a sample table. When we say a table tag, this will internally virtually make a tabular form of data. And for the list, it will display like this: first item, second item. So in an ordered form or in an organized or structured form of data will be published in your web application. Now let's take a look at it in detail one by one. Let's first start with the table tag. Now inside the table tag, which is nothing but the element to define a table, this table is a regular type of table. Inside that we have rows in columns. But in HTML, we read the content. The browser will read the content in the form of the tag. So when we initiate any tag, it will virtually picturize that and imagine that particular table tag. Now once the table is started, it has to have a header or rows or data, and it will read the content from left to right. So when we have a table tag, we provide the table header. As you can see here, product ID, product description, product price. So all these are table header. That's why it is bold. It is by default bold when we say it's a header. Now when we start the row tag, the table row, TR is for table row. Row will have internally a data tag. Now as long as the number of this table header we have, that much column we are going to have it in our table. So table data will actually make your table column. So there is no specific column tag for it because we are reading from left to right horizontally. So what we are going to do, we are just displaying and publishing the data in a tabular form, and browser will read the data from table row to table data. So once the table row is closed, that means it is going to have another table row. So that will break the line of the table and go back to the next line. Now table row itself need to have a table data tag that will basically read a particular cell. Cell means a data. Now this is how we make a table. Now you can format your table many ways. You can provide the background color, cell padding, border, and ID. Now this ID basically linked to your style ID. So what you can do, you can have your own style of your table and define it in a style tag with the table content type and ID #T01. So this is my ID of my style for table. and table header and table data. So here I have mentioned the background color, so that's why the background color is this for the entire table. Now, and we have border spacing, so we made the border spacing of all the objects, your table data, table header, and for entire table. We have cell padding. Cell padding 5 pixels, that's nothing but the difference, border spacing and the space and padding. We fill it up the space with the padding 5 pixels. So that style will basically read from your ID. So when we say table ID T01, this is nothing but the same ID, the style ID that is linked to the table, and now this table is going to present it in according to your style mentioned in your style tag. We have caption. You can provide caption for your table. So this is all about the table tag in HTML. So list tag in HTML. So there are two types of list we have it in HTML. One is called unordered list and another is ordered list. Now the difference in ordered list and unordered list is, for unordered list we can make a tab type of sign, a special character of sign, a circle or square or shapes, or a ring or any particular not named or numbered list. Ordered list is the numbered list or any organized list like alphabet list, which you can see in your MS Word document or any kind of PPT document. There you can have all these choices that provided in the HTML using unordered list and ordered list. Now let's take a look at the tags. Unordered list named by UL, and we can provide the same way we did it in the table with the help of the style to give any specific style of your ordered list, like square or circle or ring, any kind of tabular sign you want to provide in your list. For ordered list is mentioned like OL, and style list style type number. So as you can see here, I mentioned like a number here. So this is numbering the list of options you have it in your list. So this is how it works. This is your list tag. Now let's take a look at the demonstration. So this is my welcome to zigzag.com online video gallery, that application we worked last time for content style. Now here you can see in this web application we have we have the same type of table with the different style, and mention it in your choices and created a table. Now let's open the notepad, style with the HTML. I'll just show you a small example of your HTML for table. So inside the head we have to close the head tag. Inside the head tag we have the title, and inside the title we can mention welcome to Tech Ranch, and this is our title of the web page and header. Now next we have to have body tag, or if you want you can have the style tag also, which has to be mentioned within the head tag. You can add any kind of style you want for your table. Now table tag, close the table tag. Every table tag table header is optional, you don't need it, it's just like for the presentation. So we can have a kind of a table header serial number, or then we have any kind of name or description, any other choice you want to put it in your table. Now once the table header is done, then you can start your table row. Inside the table row, we have to have table data. And here we can give P001 serial number. Now name anything, like you can give any name of this product or any item or any information. So for now I just made it iPad or iPod, and description music player, and TD. So this is my one row. Another row just for the choice, and another row will have another data, and here I can give MP3 player, and description media player, and the row close. Another row, if you want, you can have your DVD player. Entertainment. Now this is done. Now next is closing a row, and closing your table is already done. Now next we see unordered list and ordered list. So we have seen the example here, how it can be like this. So just like entertainment, ordered list, so list item, LI is for list item, and immediately close the list. LI sports, and LI next list item. This is unordered list, so maybe you can mention it any specific. By default it will be circle, and cooking list item. Now it is closed. Now the same list you can have it in your unordered list, and we'll see the style for these objects, which you can have it easily. Test.html. So you see, by default it is circle type of list. This is the example of entertainment list. So sometimes what you have to have another kind of within the list you can have your another unordered list. You see, so if in case you have something like this, music, list item, or news, so if you see this, what will happen here, it will make another unordered list within the list. So these type of sub choices you can make it when we start a tag, and within the tag you can have more choices, more hierarchy. Now when it comes to the style, what you can do here, all you need to, as you can see here, what we have to do, we just need to go to the header side and style and define any style ID for any object. So you see here we have table hash T01 kind of, and this is for header and data. Now here you can change so many things. Border, if you want to change 1 pixel, or a solid black, or any other color, solid blue color of border for your table. Now padding, if you want, you can add padding equals to 1 pixel. So that will be more compact type of table style. Background color, you can change it to any color, hash, or use any color code. You can directly use blue, cyan. Border spacing, change it to anything like 10 pixel. So it will be more small and short type of style for your table. Now, if you see the execution, look at this one. So since there is no choices in your description for the last choices, you can add more description in your table. It has to come after the MP3 or media player. You see, or DVD player, entertainment, and after entertainment it has to come before this. Now let's take a look at this table. You see, now if in case if you want to change the header style, what you can do, you can have another type of style for header like this. TH for header object name, hash T02, and your background color will be yellow, and call it in your table header. ID equals to T02. So you see, now for the name also you have to add this one. So this is your table header. Style, you can change it with respect to your specific object in your web page. Similarly, you can change it for your unordered list and make it circle, or as we have seen here, circle or square. You can style your unordered list accordingly. So if you want to take a look, style equals list hyphen style type colon square or circle or ring or any specific type of style. You see the square buttons. So this will change your square buttons. By default it will be circle, and you can have many other choices of style. So this is all about the demonstration of HTML display tables and organized structured data in a web page in unordered and ordered list. So for the practice project, you can have a tabular form of the video details and make it in an organized form to your table or web application. Next session, we are going to see all about HTML, email and video, where we are going to present you a little bit about CSS and JavaScript and having a slideshow implementation. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification. Let's make coding fun. Thank you.